All right. Welcome in. This is Rocco. I'll be your host today, and welcome to I2AI Crypto. We're gonna talk about the biggest news that we saw pretty much all over the place in X and Twitter, like it's X, Instagram, TikTok. Everybody in the legacy media talks about it, and we're gonna also ask help to our AI to, answer a few some tough questions and let's bring it in the our friend over here, and let's see what he has to say. All right, so let's dive deep into the DeepSeek AI saga. So where did this company come from? And somebody even called it the Chat CCP. What is all about it?
So DeepSeek is stirring things up. The company behind it is a Chinese startup aiming to challenge the dominance of AI models like ChatGPT. It's reportedly using OpenAI's model as a base, but has modified it to prioritize efficiency and localization for Chinese language and culture. The nickname ChatCCP comes from critics who suspect that, as a Chinese based AI, it might align with government narratives or incorporate state approved censorship. It's raising eyebrows globally because it could represent a new wave of geopolitically influenced AI tools. Do you think this could shift how AI is perceived internationally?
I think so. But how did DeepSeek manage to develop an AI model that is equal or superior to ChatGPT? And despite the fact that the ChatGPT is no open source.
That's the real twist, isn't it?
Yes, it
DeepSeek
is.
likely didn't develop their AI from scratch, but instead built upon publicly available research, techniques, and models in the AI community. Even though ChatGPT isn't open source, there are plenty of open source alternatives like GPT NeoX and Llama, which could serve as a foundation. China has also invested heavily in AI research, with access to immense datasets and talent. It's possible DeepSeek leveraged this infrastructure and focused on fine tuning for specific efficiency or regional language needs. Plus, some speculate they've benefited from reverse engineering existing tech, though that's harder to confirm. Do you think their approach challenges the AI status quo, or does it blur ethical lines?
Well, let me ask another question. So, what are the key difference between the DeepSeek and R1 model and the OpenAI ChatGPT in the terms of architectures and capabilities? In the meantime, I want to
DeepSeek's
remind.
R1 model and OpenAI's ChatGPT differ in architecture and capabilities. DeepSeek R1 uses a mixture of experts' design with 671 billion parameters, activating a subset of parameters for each task to enhance efficiency. In contrast, ChatGPT employs a dense architecture with a fixed number of parameters for all tasks. DeepSeek R1 excels in logical reasoning, chain of thought tasks, and real time decision making, outperforming ChatGPT in these areas. However, ChatGPT offers broader general knowledge and more polished conversational abilities.
All right, so I guess it's just a matter of time before we figure out what's going to happen next. So, if how DeepSeek's impacted the global AI industry, particularly concerning market dynamics and competition.
DeepSeek has shaken up the global AI industry big time. Its emergence has intensified competition, especially between China and Western AI giants like OpenAI and Google. By offering a highly efficient, cost effective model, DeepSeek is challenging the dominance of established players and forcing them to innovate faster. Market wise, it's creating pressure on AI hardware companies like Nvidia, whose stock recently took a hit amid fears of reliance on cheaper alternatives. It's also widening the gap between open and closed AI ecosystems, with concerns about geopolitics and data privacy becoming even more central. Do you think this competition will benefit users in the long run or complicate the landscape?
I don't know if it's going to benefit the user or not, because the thing is now if you try to get the app, they ask you to fill it up, the phone number. I mean, if you want to try to download, it doesn't go through, so it is being limited already. What I don't understand is where this company came from, pretty much. So that's kind of where it's been until now. And I think the market didn't that much. It was the crash like that. It was almost like an excuse that has been already over evaluated, in my opinion. But let's keep going and let's keep asking some question here to the rivals ChatGPT, and let's see what he has to say. All right, so let's go with the next question. So, um, how DeepSeek's success
Sure, fire away. What's next on your mind?
yeah, so how DeepSeek success influenced the stock market, especially regarding major tech company like Nvidia. So why Nvidia took a dive?
DeepSeek's success rattled the stock market, particularly Nvidia, because it introduced uncertainty about demand for high end GPUs. Nvidia has been a cornerstone for AI hardware, especially for training large language models like ChatGPT. However, DeepSeek's model is reportedly more efficient, potentially needing fewer GPUs or relying on alternative hardware. Investors panicked at the idea that DeepSeek and perhaps other upcoming models could reduce NVIDIA's dominance in the AI hardware space. This fear triggered a sell off, causing NVIDIA's stock to dip sharply. Do you think this will push NVIDIA to innovate further or diversify its focus?
But definitely Nvidia has to kind of respond to the threats. But and I think this is going to benefit at the end the user, unless they start to limit the user to use all these AI. And now the open source is going to become no longer available to the public. So, but my other question that kind of is more a thought than a question. Because you got to think about it now. I didn't have a chance to try it. I have no idea how's the difference between the ChatGPT, Gemini, or Gemini, and other engine. So I don't know really the difference. Let's ask our friend here, see if he can give us some actual analysis on that. So the next question is this: How I didn't have a chance to compare, let's say, ChatGPT and a DeepSeek. Can you tell me in order the functionality, response, and quality, which is one is superior, and what does DeepSeek more than ChatGPT?
It's tough to declare an outright winner since ChatGPT and DeepSeek R1 cater to different strengths. But here's the breakdown based on functionality, response, and quality. In functionality, ChatGPT still reigns in terms of broader general knowledge, smoother conversational abilities, and integration across industries like education, coding, and creative writing. DeepSeek, however, focuses on enhanced logical reasoning, chain of thought problem solving, and real time adaptability, excelling in tasks requiring more complex decision making. In response, ChatGPT provides polished and contextually nuanced answers, making it better for interactive and creative dialogue. DeepSeek, meanwhile, is faster for task specific operations and highly optimized for regional languages and cultural understanding, particularly for Chinese users. Quality wise, ChatGPT might have the edge in versatility in maintaining user engagement, but DeepSeek outperforms in specialized tasks like enterprise level analytics and technical problem solving. DeepSeek's standout feature is its efficiency, activating only relevant parts of its network for specific tasks, reducing computational costs. This, along with its tailored localization, makes it a strong competitor. If you were to compare them head to head, would you focus more on creativity or efficiency?
Well, then it depends because people have a different use for that. So that's it's not something that we can compare. But definitely, my question is there an analysis out there? Can you find out if somebody compare the two and come out with some examples of which one is performing better? And the fact that also is limited to Chinese against, I guess, market, I don't understand how we're gonna benefit from here in the United States.
You have reached the ChatGPT rate limit. Please
All right, so nothing. I guess we reached the limit right now. So what we're gonna go back to the pretty much the articles that we've been reading before about all of what happened, and we're gonna go through some of the, let's see, the happening. The first things I want to show you guys is pretty much um, this is on X. This is the DeepSeek, pretty much. Uh, I will say main page on the X account, and this was October 2023, so it's 2 years old. I never heard about anything about this. And this there are some kind of uh, data that we can compare if you wanna. Just gonna leave it there on the screen for you to look at into for a few minutes, so you can gonna uh, take a look for a second. Maybe we can enlarge it. Let's see. Okay, so here it compares the different, which I'm not familiar with all of them, the different AI machine, I guess. Yeah, so there is not much I can tell you about this one. But what is interesting about this is also the website, which is very, very basics, I will say. And if you go, I try to log in and try to kind of, let's see, it's loading right now. So let's give it a second. So it says very busy, and it say there's that's the word is weird. It say due to large scale malicious attacks on DeepSeek service. I guess if it's something that is we just did it to counterattack this AI as a US against China. So by the way, when you try to log in and create an account and everything, your phone number is no longer recognized unless it's a Chinese phone number. So these things doesn't work basically. So and here there are some articles that are interesting. If you just um, kind of visit and scroll through the X account, that's um, somebody asked also about question about crypto, and DeepSeek predicted $200,000 Bitcoin by November 2025. Which hey, I'm happily, happily take. Okay, so well, let's see what else we have here. Of course, the market dipped like crazy, and who did take advantage of it? Well, nothing less than our friend Michael Saylor decided to kind of buy and acquire another 10,000 plus Bitcoin. And there is $1.1 billion, something like that. So it never stops. That's what is all crazy about it. I mean, I'd be happy to ask also ChatGPT and other about it. But and that's somebody talking about the CCP. That's actually pretty funny. I love this one. And let's see if we can enlarge it. It's like the Chinese flag with the the all the market that was really completely red. Okay, so that's absolutely crazy right there. So yeah, so we can see that it was nothing. Everything got crashed, especially the Nvidia stock with I think they burned like 500 billions of dollar. That's absolutely crazy. But let's go back to pretty much also the market. It seems like right now is about the time of this recording about 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if let's refresh this, maybe perhaps this one. Yeah, so we are in the AI, in this coin market cap. We are in the AI sector, and you can see that's pretty much everything is start to try, but everything is on red. Really, artificial intelligence, everything is down. And if we go just back to the regular market, Bitcoin is 101 and 117 now. Ethereum is just going up a little bit, but it's kind of try to recoup. $3. XRP reclaim is $3 standard. So we still kind of in the phase of to. recovering from this big, um, if you want to messed up today. So pretty much, guys, that's all we have for today. It was just fun. I want to also invite you to visit the store in nowcrypto.com. If you like the merch that I have here, the beanie, and this is the premium Bitcoin that is hoodie, which is embroidered. You can find these and many more different styles on the store in nowcrypto.com. And until next time, ciao a tutti from Rocco.